Yeah, it felt great. I mean, the guys needed some a little bit of rest and to get guys a little bit healthier going into the last stretch. I mean, the last stretch being only 2 games, and then obviously, hopefully, get the results so we can get that extra game, but in the bowl game. But it's really needed, and we took every advantage of it.
Injuries have tested your depth. If there's a theme through Independence, whether it was with Bronco or with you, it's the gauntlet early and have enough guys alive to finish. That's going to change in the Big 12. Only the gauntlet will be longer, I guess, with the regular season. But injuries can change things.
Yeah, I think the issue was that there's not really much to compare it to. So when you're going into an independent schedule, the only ones we have to compare it to is like Notre Dame and others that are in the independent schedule, but they're not out west, and they're not making these schedules like we are with a lot of P5s heavy at the beginning, and that's so there's not really much to compare it to. So you're just learning as you go along, and I thought we did the best we could, and the injuries that happened mostly this year were in the games, which is a good sign. I think last year and the year before, a lot of injuries were both in practice and on the games, and this one's obviously predominantly mostly in the games.
Have you come across the player who's had more bad luck with injuries than Gunnar Romney?
No, and that's unfortunate because we need his playmaking ability. I mean, I was thinking that the receiver stepped up and made plays, specifically the younger guys, but we were really excited about Gunnar and just the maturity and the experience that he has playing in the games, and that's never really got a full Gunnar, and not even half of one, and so it's unfortunate, but really thankful for the things that he's done for us in our program in the years past, and really appreciate the Romney family.
A lot of guys going to suit up for you for the last time here at home today. They've had big wins, they've had disappointing losses. Some of them played through a pandemic. How will you remember these guys?
Yeah, I think just the way they're able to overcome adversity. I think that's I know a lot of people look at wins and losses, and I look a little bit deeper into that and the impact that they have in the relationships, driving the culture, going through and having a purpose more than just about themselves, and being a part of something greater than themselves. And I think that they've all bought into it, the mission of the church, the mission of the university, and definitely of our program.
Puka Nacua and Jaron Hall, both juniors. Technically, they could come back next year. But if today is their last one here at LaVell Edwards Stadium, how will you choose to remember them?
Oh, great things. I mean, both of them ran into some injuries, but the energy that they bring to the games and to practice itself, to the program, Puka just. There's no slowing him down. I said this before. He doesn't do walkthroughs very well because he doesn't know how to slow down other than go 100%. But to get that all the time, it's something unique. But it's fun to watch when you're coaching. And then Jaron's just always steady, but very competitive, and just has a great composure and a great understanding of what's needed of him, even when things are pretty hectic. I think he knows what to focus on and knows what his priorities are, and he's shown it in his leadership. And when even in great times, he's thinking of others, and that's something that we'll definitely miss from both those guys. If this is their last game, but there's still some time. We'll see if we and other fans in the Cougar Nation can convince them to stay another year.
You'll try pretty hard?
Yeah, put it all on the fans and get it done.
Have you seen a better catch at a bigger moment than Puka's to beat Boise State 2 weeks ago?
I don't think so. With as much as going into it, and it's not really that much of a secret the entire game, what we were trying to do, and so I think it's pretty evident we're going to go to him, and that helps free up other people, and so other players are able to make plays throughout the game, but that's just what he does. He attracts so much attention, and even when it's go-to time, he can still find a way to make plays. He makes miracle catches all the time, and so and he makes them seem really routine, and that's the crazy thing is like we just saw the ball go there, and even when you're reviewing everything, he just has a great presence and awareness of where his body is at and how to make plays, and yeah, I just couldn't give him the ball enough.
12 years of independence. Today's the last home game in that run, 7 years under your watch. What are you going to miss about the freedom of going and playing wherever you want?
Yeah, the fans. I know we have fans everywhere, but going to different regions of the country and having the fans show up and give us their great support. Win or lose, they're there, and I hope they know how much we love and appreciate them. And when we go into the conference, we'll still have our opportunities to go out east and then different places, but they'll still show up. But I think now, when we're in the independent, you can always guarantee that there's going to be a bunch of trips out there, and that's the thing. And different venues, different places. I think when we're in the conference play, we'll get used to some places and things like that, which is normal. It'd be great getting back to normal, but I'll miss being able to see different places and having the fans in different areas.
There's a sign over here on the wall that says priority number one is bowl eligibility, which makes today priority number one.
That's
win
right.
this game. Right?
Yeah, and that's our goal. We know that there's going to be an end for a lot of these guys, definitely for 13 seniors, and we want to extend the goodbye a little bit longer and take advantage of the extra practices. That's vital to our growth as a program and for the development of our players. But I think for the most part, saying goodbye is going to be really hard, so we might as well delay it a little bit longer and extend it to the bowl game. And I think that's the goal, just to spend more time together as a group and as a family, knowing that the goodbye is coming soon. It's
the Saturday before Thanksgiving. What are you most grateful for this year?
Oh, everything. I think I can go on forever for what I'm thankful for, my family, for the gospel and how it affects my life. The fact that we were able to make mistakes and have the atonement to be there to help us, and that I have a Savior to look upon as an example in everything that I do, even in coaching football. And just grateful that I'm involved with the best fans in the country, and that I get to hang out with them and be with them, and I feel their love and their energy and their excitement, and the fact that I am in this position as a head coach with such great young men and their families, and I feel like this has been a dream for me, and nobody wake me up, so I'm very thankful for the opportunity I have.